My name is Mr. Koshia. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today we'll be looking at some problem under cost analysis. And we'll be talking about how to calculate total cost, total revenue, marginal cost, profit, and how to analyze when a firm is at equilibrium, and so on and so forth. Now, let's look at this problem. The table below gave the average cost schedule of a firm which produces plywood. The plywood can be sold at what? At $10. At $12, each. So now these are the various outputs: 70, the average cost at $6.50, 80, $7.75, 90, $7, 100, $7.30, 110, $8. You see, use the information in the table above to answer the following questions. A. For each level of output, calculate I, total cost, total revenue, marginal cost, and profit. B. What is the equilibrium output? Explain your answer. C. Explain why the average cost of the firm is rising. D. In what market is the firm selling? Explain your answer with the aid of a graph. Now, first of all, let's begin by finding our total cost, which is I1. Let's understand what is the total cost. The total cost is the entire cost of a firm. What do we understand by a cost? A cost is the amount of money spent in the production process of a particular commodity. Meaning, what you spend in producing this plywood, that we call a cost. So now we're going to, as per this problem, what will be the total cost? And then to find the total cost, we understood that we are giving output and average cost. So we are going to use this average cost in finding this total cost and that of the output. Now, let's understand what is average cost. This average cost. Average cost means is the cost per unit. Every unit, like each one unit of this output, how much was used to produce one? That was mean by the cost. So with meaning 70, 1 out of 70, $6.50 was used to produce, and 80, $6.75 was used to produce. So automatically that becomes our total cost. So now to find our average cost, and total cost is equal to, what do we mean by total cost? Total cost is average cost times the output of cost. Now we will be finding total cost at 1 is equal to what? Of course, total cost at 1, we consider this to be 1, consider this to be 2, and consider this to be 3, and consider this to be 4, and consider this to be 5. Now, we are using the first information here as what? Total cost 1, and that will be the average cost is $6.50 times 70, and total cost 2 is $6.75 times 80. This gives us, and total cost, let me erase this. Total cost 3 is $7 times 90, and total cost 4 is $7.30 times 100, and the total cost 5 is $8 times 1110. So now let's use our calculator to avoid mistakes. So $6.50 times $6.50, 6.5 times 70. This gives us 455, and 6.75 times 80. This gives us 540, of course. $7 times, this gives us 630, and this, of course, this gives us 730, and this, of course, gives us 880. Now, having done this, we have found our total cost. We come to the next question, which is Roman number 2. They are asking for total revenue. And total revenue, of course, let us understand what total revenue is. Total revenue is the money we generate from the sale of a particular commodity. What we generated from what? From the sale of plywood here. That's our what? Total revenue, not per unit. But then the whole entire money we generated from what? From each sales of this 70, this 80, this 90, and so on and so forth. So now total revenue here definitely will be selling price, of course, per each times what? The output. Now, let's see what is the selling price. The selling price, of course, is here is $12, which is not in the table. Normally, some of the questions, the selling price will be out of the table that you can see. So please read the question properly to see how best you can find the selling price if you are asked such a question. So now, like we said, total revenue 1 will definitely be, what is the price? The selling price is constant, multiplied by the output. The output there is what? 70. And the total revenue 2 is $12 is constant. That's the selling price, 80. Total revenue 3 is what? $12 times 90. And total revenue 4 is what? $12 times 100. And the total revenue 5. And this is $12 times what? 110. And now let's multiply this by this. By multiplying $12, this is what? 84. And $12 times, this is 6. And then this is 1080. Of course, this is 1002, and this is 1320. These are our various revenue that we generated from the various outputs. Now again, our next question is what? Marginal cost. What is marginal cost? This marginal cost. What do you understand by marginal cost? A marginal cost, of course, is the what? Is the change of total cost all over the change of what? Output. Or better still, it is the difference between total cost as respect to what? Output. So now, let's find the marginal cost at 1. Marginal cost at 1 is what? Is the difference between the total. Of course, we don't need to come in the question again. We are already found the total cost, so you're going to check here to find the real total cost. But then we can start with 1, because obviously if we start with 1, it's the same thing that we will get for the marginal cost, the same cost. So meaning the same cost you have here that what you're going to get, obviously for the marginal cost. What you have as average cost, you will definitely have it as what? So there is no need at 1. So we automatically start by what? 2. So this is equal to what? Total cost at 2 minus what? Total cost at 1 all over output at 2 minus output at 1. And this will give us, what is the total cost as 2? Of course, it is squaring here, is what? Which is 540 minus what? 455, or express all over. Of course, what is the output? It come back here, the output at 2 is 80 minus the output at 1 is what? 70. So now, this will give us marginal cost 2. Of course, do not forget, it's a continuation of this. We have the difference between this and this is what? 540 minus 455. This is what? 85 expressed all over 10, of course. And this automatically gives us $8.50. This is the marginal cost as 2. Marginal cost at 3 is what? Is total cost at 3 minus total cost at 2 all over output at 3 minus output at 2. And this is equal to, what is the total cost at 3? Of course, we come here, we get our total cost at 3. This is, and then we get it at 2, 540. all over the output at 3 is what? 90 minus what? At 2 is 80. And this gave us, we can come here to not to further embarrass us, we can say 630 minus 540, and this gave us 90 divided by what? 10. And finally this will be $9. This is the marginal cost at 3. So we come to marginal cost at 4. And this is equal to total cost at 4 minus total cost at 3 all over output at 4 minus output at 3. And this gave us, what is the total cost at 4? We don't need to go further. We come here again. 730 minus total cost at 3 is what? 630 all over output at 4, which is 100 minus what? 90. And this given, when we subtract this, automatically is 100 and then divided by 10. So this is equal to $10, which is marginal cost at what? At 4. So marginal cost at 5, this is total cost at 5 minus total cost at 4 all over output at 5 minus output at 4. And this gives us what? 880 minus 730, and this is 110 minus 100, and this gave us, we can go back, 880 minus 730, and this gives us 150 divided by 110. So the marginal cost at 5 is equal to what? $15. So now, and the next question will be, what is the profit? The profit, of course, we all know what profit is. Everybody wants to maximize profit. Everybody, the aim of all businessmen is to maximize profit, is to enjoy that particular aspect of the business. So now to find a profit, which is P, or better still, we can represent profit by this sign. This is equal to the total revenue, the selling price, minus what? The total cost, what you spend to produce. So now we have what? Profit at 1, like I told you what profit is represented by this sign is equal to, profit at 1 is, total revenue at 1 is what? 840 minus total revenue, total cost at 1 is what? 455. And this is equal to, profit at 2 is equal to, total revenue at 2 is what? 960 minus 540. We shouldn't forget about the dollar sign. And then profit as 3 is equal to, total revenue as 3, sorry, is 1080 minus 630, and profit at 4 is equal to, what is the profit at 4 is 0 minus, and the cost at 4 is 730, and we have profit at 5 is equal to, what do we have? 1320 minus, and the profit is what? 880. So we can do the little calculation on that. We subtract 840 minus 555, automatically we are maximizing at this output $385. So here will be 960 minus 540. We are maximizing 420 here. So 1080 minus 630. We are maximizing 450. Here 1200 minus 730. We are maximizing 470. And 1320 minus 880, we are maximizing what? 440. So these are the various profits that we have for this plywood factory. Our next question will be, what is the equilibrium output? Explain your answer. Marginal revenue 1 is, of course, we have all of the various costs here. This is the total revenue initially that we have. So now, if we have marginal revenue 2, because we cannot just go back to 1, because what we have for the marginal revenue is that what will reflect to the other one. So marginal revenue 2, which is 960 minus 840 divided by what? Of course, 80 minus 70. We are testing. This is a test. We need to test until we find out that where marginal cost and what, and marginal cost and marginal revenue will what will intercept. At what, that will definitely be the what, the output. So now we come to what, marginal revenue 3, and this is 1080 minus 960, and marginal revenue 4, this is 200 minus 1080. Marginal revenue 5, this is 1320 minus 1200. So let's, of course, do not forget all of these are expressed all over 10, because I don't want to keep on, because I don't want to keep on, because we are finding the different express all over what the output. Of course, we know the output here are constant. Under what? Under the various marginal costs are constant is 10. We are going to definitely divide everything by 10. So do not forget. So meaning, when we subtract this from this, what we're going to have for that? We'll get our calculator to see. We have 960 minus 840 equal. Then here we have 120 divided by 10. Of course, this will be what? $12. So we come here again, the same thing, 1080 minus 960 equal. This is 12 also. All over 10, this is equal to 12. And we have, I don't know what I'm calculating. Let me go over that again. 60 minus 840, of course, is that. And 1008 minus 1080 minus 960, of course. We have 1200 minus 080, of course. So we find out that everything here is what? Is 10, this is 12, and here is the same thing here. Let's see, 13, 20 minus 1200. Is the same thing. Yeah, of course, it's the same thing. 12 about 10, then this is 12. So now we are going to see all of the marginal costs we have. Do we have 12 in our answer? Do we have 12? Can we go over it again? Marginal cost at 1 was 9. This 15. Of course. So meaning in this market, probably the problem something wrong somewhere, but definitely the marginal cost is supposed to be equal to. So in this case, we can say this 12 is closer to here, this 10. So for me, I will consider this to be what? Since it is closer to 10 than 15, because if you look at this, 12 is closer to 10 than 15. So automatically, I will consider the equilibrium output to be what? To be the equilibrium output of this plywood firm. The equilibrium output of this plywood firm is, of course, at what? At the marginal cost 4, which is the output of 4, which will be what? 100 unit, or we can say 100, so on and so forth, because it is not in money. So 100 output, we can say that. So now Because the reason is because the marginal cost is closer or equal to what? To marginal revenue. Now, that's the answer of that. Did you everybody understand what we mean? That's the reason we demonstrated. We said MC is equal to what? M arrow. There where the equilibrium lasts, and again, there where the equilibrium is supposed to be. Now we come to what? Answer C. They say, explain why the average cost of the firm is rising. Of course, you can see it's rising. The average cost is rising because this guy is what? It's in a diminishing. It's diminishing because diminishing means it's increasing gradually, it's increasing gradually, it's increasing gradually, it's increasing gradually. You will observe that it's increasing until it will reach at a point that you can no longer what? Increase. So what will happen? It will start to what? To decrease. Your average, your marginal cost will start to decrease. So definitely that will happen here. As we can see, we observe that of course the marginal cost is going up. We observe that what happened with the profit here. Let's look at the profit. The profit was increasing gradually until it reached to a point that this was NEC at 5. What happened? We observe that what? The profit start to what? To drop. So meaning it's what? It's explaining a what? A diminishing marginal cost. So we can write that the average cost of the firm is rising because of diminishing marginal, or diminishing is because of diminishing return. It's because of diminishing return. So it's increasing, and again. Now we come to what this is one of the interesting questions that was asked. So we are going to look at that question critically, which is the D part of the question. Let's erase this star because we're no longer using this information. So now let's see what are they saying. They say, in what market is the firm selling? What market this firm is selling? Of course, the firm is selling only one thing here. So if the firm is selling one items, it means what? Is a perfect market. B. The market, the firm is selling is a what? A perfect market. It's a perfect market. It's a perfect market, of course. Now, and they are asking, explain your answer with what? With the aid of a diagram or with the aid of a graph. Now, it is a perfect market because we only have one goods. The goods are what? Are homogeneous. Homogeneity means they are the same. And in this market too, they have free entry and free exit. Yes, they have free. There is no restriction to this market. Now, again, they are asking us with the aid of a diagram. Let's draw this diagram. Let's see if we can draw a diagram of a perfect market. Now this is it. Of course, this will be our marginal cost. And this will be our average total cost. And now, of course, this is can I go over again, please? Let's see. I want to draw it properly so that all of you can see. Now we have this. Of course, this is our price. Of course, this is the output. And now we have this is our marginal cost. And this is our average total cost, of course. And we have this is the marginal revenue, and this is the price as well, and this is the demand. And here we have a price of what? 12. So like I told you, and then like I told you, this is the one, the equilibrium we are talking about. This is somewhere we told you is 100, because what is this 12 was closer to that. So this is the explanation of this firm as per this graph. So of course we all do know what it means. This is the equilibrium area, and this is where the firm is what? Is maximizing, and this firm will definitely make a profit, because we can see that the average total cost is below what? The average total cost is below the what? The marginal cost, or that of the what? The average revenue. And this entire portion you see here, this entire portion is the what? Is the cost of what? Or the firm, the money the firm spend. And here is what? Is the profit margin the firm is making. You can see this is the profit margin. Okay, so this is it. Thank you very much for watching. Please drop your comment under the comment section if you have any problem with the question. Once again, it's Mr. Koshia. Welcome to my channel. Thank you very much.